Hello students. So we are studying the applications of UCM, and as we know there are total 4 applications of UCM. Up to this lecture you have completed first 3 applications in which vehicle was moving on horizontal circular track, vehicle was revolving in wheel of death, and third one, vehicle is moving along banked circular road. And as you know, the angle of banking decides the speed limit of the vehicle along the banked road. When vehicle is moving along the banked road, that time it is performing of course circular motion, but its angle of banking is in between 0 and 90. Therefore, the speed limit, turning speed of the vehicle has both upper limit as well as lower limit. Therefore, we want to find the expressions for upper limit as well as lower limit of vehicle which is moving along banked circular road. Before that, we have derived speed limit for a vehicle moving along banked circular road without considering frictional force. Now, we will start our lecture to find expression for minimum speed limit, lower speed limit. As we know that most safety speed along the banked circular road without considering the frictional force is Vs equal to root Rg tan theta. But in actual fact, vehicle cannot be driven at this speed. The speed of driving will be less than Vs or greater than Vs. In that cases, the component of frictional force comes with horizontal component of normal reaction. So first of all, we will consider a vehicle moving along rough banked circular road with the speed lower than the most safety speed. That is V1 less than Vs. Vs is what? Is the most safety speed which is derived by neglecting the frictional force. So vehicle is moving with speed less than the most safety speed. At that time, that vehicle has minimum speed limit or lower speed limit. The diagram describing this expression we can draw like this. See this diagram. The diagram you have drawn in the previous lecture is similar here we have drawn. Only 1% change has done in this diagram. Here, only frictional force is there. Remaining diagram as it is we have taken. Because in this case, the speed of vehicle is different from the most safety speed. When there is a most safety speed, frictional force is neglected. That's why this force is not there. But your speed of vehicle is different from the most safety speed. That time, frictional force comes into action. So same diagram, that's why same labeling, same explanation is the vehicle. This one is its center of gravity. And the forces acting on that vehicle acts through that center of gravity, upward or downward or horizontal. So we will try to find out the quantities which are involved in this diagram. Of course, CA is the horizontal surface. Next one, CB is the inclined surface of the road. AB is the elevation of outer edge over the inner edge. M, mass of the vehicle. V1, speed of the vehicle, which is less than the most safety speed. N is the normal reaction, which is always perpendicular to the road surface. Here road surface is inclined. See this. So this normal reaction is perpendicular to the inclined road surface. Fs, yes, we are considering here the existence of frictional force. That's why Fs is the force of static friction between the road surface and tires. As there is a frictional force, there is the coefficient. So μs is the force of static coefficient between the road and tires. After that, theta is the angle of banking. Now, when vehicle is along the banked curved road, which are the forces acting on the vehicle? We can find that forces with the help of diagram. If you focus on this diagram, you can easily find out the two forces which was previously in the first article you have studied. First one is the weight of vehicle. See this, acting vertically downward, weight mg. Second one is the normal reaction, which is always perpendicular to the road surface. And extra third force exists here because speed is different from the most safety speed, frictional force. See, this frictional force is along the inclined surface but directed upward. You can see in the diagram. Now, as the normal reaction makes some angle with vertical, it can be resolved into two components. Vertical component, horizontal component. And frictional force is also inclined and it is along the inclined surface. It can also be resolved into two components, rectangular components. Vertical component Fs sin theta and horizontal component Fs cos theta. And if you consider all that forces and their components, you can easily find that this weight of vehicle is balanced by the two vertical components, one of normal reaction, another of frictional force. Both are acting in the same direction. So addition of these two components is equal to mg, definitely. So in the next discussion, we will get one mathematical equation like vertical components of normal reaction and frictional force balances the weight of vehicle. Next, what happens to the horizontal components of both normal reaction and frictional force? Normal reactions are horizontal component directed towards the center of the bank road. And frictional force are horizontal component away from the center of motion. But they are definitely horizontal. So the difference between the two horizontal components are providing necessary centripetal force. And definitely, as the centripetal force is directed towards the center of circle, n sin theta component will be greater than Fs cos theta. So from this diagram, we can find the balancing forces, and from that balancing forces we can write the mathematical equations. So you can see the normal reaction can be resolved into two components. N sin theta is the horizontal component, N cos theta is the vertical component. In this case, as the speed is less than most safety speed, horizontal component of normal reaction N sin theta, which was providing centripetal force, will be greater than centrifugal force. Means centrifugal force is directed outward away from the center, and N sin theta is directed towards center. As the speed is less than the safety speed, this N sin theta will be greater than centrifugal force, and due to that your vehicle will be safely driven along the banked circular road. There is no danger of accident. There is no skidding problem. The vehicle will not be thrown off of the road, and your driving will be safe. In this case, force of static friction is directed along the inclination of road and upward. So it is resolved into two components. Force of friction can be resolved into two components. First one, horizontal component Fs cos theta. Second one, vertical component Fs sin theta. From the figure that we have just seen in the previous slide, vertical components of normal reaction and force of friction. Normal reactions are vertical component N cos theta. Force of frictions are vertical component Fs sin theta. Both are balancing weight of vehicle. So you will get the mathematical condition like this. Weight of vehicle equal to sum of the two components. Why addition sign is there? The components are directed vertically upward in the same direction. That's why both the components are balancing the weight of vehicle. Now we will turn towards horizontal components. Horizontal components of normal reaction and force of friction, which are oppositely directed. So difference between them provides the necessary centripetal force for circular motion, and this will give you second mathematical relation. As N sin theta is greater, you can take N sin theta minus Fs cos theta. This difference gives you centripetal force, which is required for the circular motion, and due to this centripetal force your vehicle will be safely driven along that banked circular road. With the help of these two equations, you can mathematically write the next steps by dividing equation 2 by 1. See this. Equation 2 divided by 1 gives mv1 square upon r upon mg equal to n sin theta minus fs cos theta divided by mg n cos theta plus fs sin theta. In the LHS, m is common, so it gets cancelled, and you can write like this: v1 square upon rg equal to n sin theta minus fs cos theta. Same, LHS is the same, no change in that. Now dividing numerator and denominator of RHS by n cos theta, you can see here. या इक्वेशनच्या RHSच्या न्यूमरेटरला आणि डिनॉमिनेटरला n cos theta न जर डिवाइड केलं तर जिथं जिथं n आहे ते कॅन्सल होईल आणि n cos थिटा इथं जी टर्म आहे ती तर पूर्ण डिवाइड झाल्यानंतर 1 शिल्लक राहील. So what changes will take place in this mathematical equation? See here. Only we are dividing to the RHS side of this equation by n cos theta. Then if you divide here by n cos theta, n will get cancelled, sin theta upon cos theta, tan theta, minus fs cos theta upon n cos theta gets cancelled, fs upon n. ओके, न्यूमरेटरचं डिव्हिजन आपण समजावून घेतलं. नाव डिनॉमिनेटर n cos theta divided by n cos theta 1 plus fs sin theta upon n cos theta. Here fs upon n and sin cos theta, sin theta upon cos theta, tan theta. So this one. Now we want to find the expression for minimum speed of vehicle. And that minimum speed we have denoted by v1, which is less than most safety speed. And in this equation, that minimum speed is v1 square. We want to find v1. Therefore, rg denominator is shifted to the right hand side. See the next step. Denominator is shifted to right hand side, and then we have taken the root of both sides. And if you take the root of both sides, you get this equation v1 equal to under root rg into bracket tan theta minus fs upon n divided by 1 plus fs upon n into tan theta. So this expression gives you the lower speed limit of turning vehicle along banked circular road. So we will shift to the next slide. For minimum possible speed, force of friction will be maximum. जर आपल्या ड्रायव्हिंगचं स्पीड हे मिनिमम असेल, that time force of friction will be maximum. Under this condition, when v1 equal to v minimum, that time frictional force will be maximum. आणि हा मॅक्झिमम फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स μs इंटू n एवढा असतो. ह्या दोन व्हॅल्यूज तुम्ही इक्वेशन 3 मध्ये सबस्टिट्यूट केला तर इक्वेशन 3 चा फॉर्म चेंज होतोय. v1 ऐवजी v मिनिमम सबस्टिट्यूट केलात आणि fs इक्वल टू μs इंटू n सबस्टिट्यूट करायचा आहे. सो v मिनिमम इक्वल टू अंडर रूट rg tan theta as it is मायनस इथं तुम्ही fs अपॉन n च्या ठिकाणी μs सबस्टिट्यूट केलेला आहात आणि इथं देखील हा जो रेशो होता fs अपॉन n तो इथून आला. fs divided by n gives you μs. So this is again the formula for minimum speed limit of vehicle, but this formula is in terms of coefficient of static friction. And the third formula, this formula, equation 3 न जो फॉर्म्युला तुम्हाला दिलेला आहे तो देखील मिनिमम स्पीडचाच आहे, but this speed is less than safety speed and this formula is in terms of frictional force. The difference between equation 3 and equation 4 is that equation 3 is in terms of frictional force and equation 4 is in terms of coefficient of static friction. So this is expression for minimum speed limit for a vehicle running on rough banked road. Why the word is rough there? Because we have considered frictional force which is present between the road surface and tires. For coefficient of static friction greater than or equal to tan theta, what will happen to this equation? This mu s is greater than tan theta or equal to tan theta. If you substitute here tan theta, then tan theta minus tan theta 0. मग जर एखाद्या रेशोचा न्यूमरेटर 0 येत असेल तर 0 divided by any number you get the answer 0. That's why minimum speed becomes equal to 0. So under this condition only, coefficient of static friction हा इक्वल टू tan theta असेल किंवा ग्रेटर दॅन tan theta असेल तर मिनिमम पॉसिबल स्पीड जे आहे लिमिट आहे that comes out equal to 0. So with this we have derived expression for lower speed limit or minimum speed limit of a vehicle which is moving along banked circular road. As you know, when angle of banking is greater than 0 and less than 90, then turning speed of vehicle has both the limits, upper limit as well as lower limit. And from that we have derived here the expression for lower speed limit for a vehicle which was running on rough banked road. Okay, now we will try for our next derivation. Our next derivation is expression for maximum speed limit. And to derive this expression, we will consider a vehicle moving along rough banked circular road with speed greater than most safety speed. You understand what is the difference here? The speed of vehicle is now greater than most safety speed Vs equal to Rg tan theta. Then as speed is different from the most safety speed, definitely the component of frictional force will help the normal reaction to provide the centripetal force. Means you have to consider the frictional force along with other two forces. So the diagram describing this motion can be drawn like this. This is the third diagram on banked circular road. In first diagram, frictional force was neglected. That time only two forces were acting on the vehicle. In the second diagram, frictional force was present, but speed was less than the safety speed. That time frictional force was directed upward along the road surface. But in this diagram, speed is greater than safety speed. Therefore, frictional force is along the road surface but downward. Previously, it was upward. So in this way, the diagram has changed very less change in the diagram. Remaining diagram as it is. So if you label for that diagram, the labeling will be the same for CA, CB and AB. Horizontal surface, inclined road surface, elevation of outer edge over the inner edge. Next, mass of vehicle, V2, speed of the vehicle, normal reaction always perpendicular to road surface, force of static friction between road and tires, mu s, force of static friction, Of course, here coefficient of static friction between the road and tires and theta, this somewhat change. One word should be there. Instead of force, coefficient of static friction should be there. Next, theta, angle of banking. So you can focus on the diagram now. Along this banked road, when vehicle is moving, which are the forces acting on the vehicle? We will try to find out the forces. So, first of all, definitely the weight of vehicle which is acting in the downward direction, W equal to mg. Second force is the normal reaction. See here, normal reaction perpendicular to inclined surface. So this normal reaction makes angle with vertical. So the normal reaction can be resolved into two components, vertical and horizontal. And third force is the force of static friction, which is along the inclination of road but downward. This is only the difference. If you focus on this diagram, you get two vertical components, one of normal reaction upward and another of frictional force downward. These two vertical components balances the weight of this vehicle, and remaining two components, horizontal components, one of normal reaction and another of frictional force, both are now directed towards the center of circle, center of motion. So with the help of these two horizontal components, they are providing the necessary centripetal force for the circular motion of this vehicle. So we will try to resolve normal reaction as well as frictional force. Normal reaction can be resolved in two components, horizontal component n sin theta, vertical component n cos theta. या ठिकाणी व्हेकलचं जे स्पीड आहे दॅट स्पीड इज ग्रेटर दॅन सेफ्टी स्पीड. आणि जर व्हेकलचं स्पीड सेफ्टी स्पीड पेक्षा ग्रेटर असेल तर टर्निंग सेफ व्हायचे चान्सेस कमी. त्याचं कारण हॉरिझॉन्टल component of normal reaction now which was providing centripetal force, its value will be less than centrifugal force. याचा मीनिंग असा होतो त्या व्हेकल वर आउटवर्ड डायरेक्शनला अवे फ्रॉम द सेंटर डायरेक्शनला ऍक्ट होणारा सेंट्रिफ्युगल फोर्स हा ग्रेटर असतो दॅन force directed towards the center. You can easily say that centripetal force is less and centrifugal force is greater. Due to that, the vehicle will have the tendency to move away from the center. Vehicle will slide, vehicle will skid. The possibility will be there. At the same time, force of static friction, as you know, directed along the inclination of road but downward. Therefore, it is resolved into two components. Once again, diagram मध्ये हे resolution आपण clearly दाखवलेलं आहे. You can see the diagram once again. Out of the two components, horizontal component is Fs cos theta and vertical component is Fs sin theta. Now we will find the mathematical equations with the help of that components. From figure, vertical components are balancing weight of vehicle. So vertical components of normal reaction upward ला आहे आणि vertical component of force of friction downward ला आहे आणि दोघे मिळून व्हेकलचं वेट बॅलन्स करतात. पण दोघांच्या डायरेक्शन अपोजिट असल्यामुळं दोघांच्या मध्ये डिफरन्स घ्यावा लागेल. So weight of vehicle equal to difference between the two components because they are oppositely directed. This is about the vertical components. Now remaining horizontal component of normal reaction and horizontal component of force of friction is providing the necessary centripetal force for the circular motion of that vehicle. As both the components, horizontal components, are directed towards the center of motion, they will add to each other, and their addition is equal to centripetal force. Gives you the next mathematical formula. Centripetal force या दोन horizontal components नी मिळून provide केलेला आहे. Here onwards, the mathematical steps will be there. Equation 2 divided by 1. इक्वेशन 2 ला इक्वेशन 1 न तुम्ही जर डिवाइड केलात तर या पद्धतीने मॅथमॅटिकल स्टेप तुम्हाला लिहिता येईल. आणि या मॅथमॅटिकल स्टेप मध्ये लेफ्ट हँड साइड मध्ये न्यूमरेटर आणि डिनॉमिनेटर मध्ये m कॉमन असल्यामुळे कॅन्सल होतं. व्हॉट रिमेन्स v2 स्क्वेअर अपॉन rg सेम ॲज दॅट ऑफ RHS. आता तुम्ही RHS च्या न्यूमरेटरला आणि डिनॉमिनेटरला डिवाइड करायचं आहे. कशानं? n cos थिटानं, जसं आपण मिनिमम स्पीडच्या एक्सप्रेशन मध्ये डिवाइड केलं होतं. And if you divide by n cos theta to the numerator and denominator of RHS, what will happen? Here n will cancel, sin upon cos 10. Here fs upon n, cos and cos will get cancelled. Here n cos theta complete term cancel होऊन one शिल्लक आहे. Here fs upon n sin upon cos 10. Now we want the maximum speed limit of vehicle v2. For that, this rg should be shifted to the right, and you have to take the square root on both sides. See this, rg is shifted to the right side, and in the next step you have to take the square root. See this, taking square root on both sides to get v2 equal to under root rg into bracket. By mistake n is there, n should not be there, only tan theta is there. This is a mistake, printing mistake. Tan theta plus fs upon n divided by 1 minus fs upon n tan theta. So for maximum possible speed, force of friction will be maximum. These are the two extreme limits of the speed. So when v2 equal to maximum possible speed, that time frictional force is maximum. So in equation 3, if you substitute v2 equal to vmax, then this frictional force equal to mu s into n. या जर चेंजेस तुम्ही केल्यात तर इक्वेशन 3 चा फॉर्म बदलेल. सी इक्वेशन 3, vmax equal to under root rg into bracket tan theta plus mu s. हा mu s कसा आला पहा, हा रेशो fs upon n. From this formula, see this formula, fs divided by n gives you mu s. So here इक्वेशन 3 मध्ये इथं बाय मिस्टेक जे n आलेलं आहे ते तुम्हाला इथं n दिसत नाही. त्यामुळं नोट्स तयार करताना इथलं n तुम्ही काळजीपूर्वक लिहायचं नाही, ते कॅन्सल करून टाकायचं. So in this way, this is the required expression for maximum speed limit for a vehicle running on rough banked road. सर्वांनाच आपल्याला माहिती आहे की बँक्ड सर्क्युलर रोडवर टर्निंग स्पीडच्या दोन्हीही लिमिटिंग व्हॅल्यूज असतात. अप्पर लिमिटिंग व्हॅल्यू पण असते आणि लोअर लिमिटिंग व्हॅल्यू पण असते. आत्ताच्या एक्सप्रेशन मध्ये आपण अप्पर लिमिटिंग व्हॅल्यू म्हणजे मॅक्झिमम स्पीड लिमिटची व्हॅल्यू फाइंड केली आणि याच्या अगोदरच्या एक्सप्रेशन मध्ये मिनिमम स्पीड लिमिटची व्हॅल्यू फाइंड आउट केली. या एक्सप्रेशन मध्ये दोन कंडिशन्स आहेत. त्यातली पहिली कंडिशन आपल्याला काय सांगते पहा. केस फर्स्ट, इफ कोएफिशियंट ऑफ स्टॅटिक फ्रिक्शन इक्वल टू कॉट थीटा. मगाशी आपण ग्रेटर दॅन इक्वल टू टॅन थीटा घेतलं होतं. तसं इथं हा कोएफिशियंट, फ्रिक्शनचा कोएफिशियंट हा इक्वल टू कॉट थीटा असेल तर हे इक्वेशन 4 काय बदलेल बघा रे. इक्वेशन 4 मध्ये इथं आपण कॉट थीटा लिहिलं आणि डिनॉमिनेटर मध्ये इथं देखील कॉट थीटा लिहिलं. तर तुम्हाला आयडेंटिटी माहिती आहे का पहा. कॉट थीटा इंटू टॅन थीटा इक्वल टू 1. किंवा असं पण म्हणू शकता, कॉट थीटा इज नथिंग बट 1 अपॉन टॅन थीटा. टॅन थीटा कॅन्सल होईल, 1 शिल्लक राहील. अँड 1 मायनस 1 0. त्यामुळे इक्वेशन 4 च्या डिनॉमिनेटर मध्ये 0 इथं येतो. केस फर्स्ट मधील कंडिशनला. मग कोणत्याही नंबरला तुम्ही 0 ने डिवाइड करत असाल तर त्याचं आन्सर इन्फिनिटी येतं. याचा अर्थ मॅक्झिमम स्पीड लिमिट व्हेइकलचं इन्फिनिटी देखील असू शकतं. व्हॉट इज द कंडिशन? कोएफिशियंट ऑफ स्टॅटिक फ्रिक्शन इक्वल टू कॉट थीटा असेल तर. आणि तुम्हाला सर्वांना माहिती आहे टॅन थीटा किंवा कॉट थीटा याची मॅक्झिमम व्हॅल्यू 1 आहे आणि ती कोणत्या अँगल साठी बरं? 45 डिग्री साठी. Therefore, for angle theta, angle of banking greater than equal to 45, equal to 45 असेल तर 1च येणार. मॅक्झिमम स्पीड लिमिट इक्वल टू इन्फिनिटी. याचा मिनिंग समजावून सांगतो. जर एखाद्या बँक्ड सर्क्युलर रोडचा अँगल ऑफ बँकिंग 45 डिग्री किंवा याच्यापेक्षा जास्त ठेवला, कन्स्ट्रक्शन मध्ये अँगल ऑफ बँकिंग 45 किंवा त्याच्यापेक्षा जास्त ठेवला, तर तुम्ही कितीही स्पीडनं त्या कर्व्ड रोडवर व्हेइकल ड्राईव्ह करू शकता विदाउट एनी पॉसिबिलिटी ऑफ ऍक्सिडेंट. युअर ड्रायव्हिंग विल बी सेफ इफ अँगल ऑफ बँकिंग इज इक्वल टू ऑर ग्रेटर दॅन 45 डिग्री. However, for heavily banked roads, minimum speed limit may be important. This should be noted. Second case. In this second case, if this coefficient of frictional, static friction चा coefficient जर 0 असेल, can you remember that condition? When frictional force was neglected. जर फ्रिक्शनल फोर्सच तुम्ही निग्लेक्ट करत असाल तर फ्रिक्शनल फोर्सचा कोएफिशियंट पण 0 असणार. याचा अर्थ सेकंड केस मध्ये तुम्ही इनडायरेक्टली तेच म्हणत आहात. कोएफिशियंट ऑफ स्टॅटिक फ्रिक्शन 0 म्हणजे फोर्स ऑफ फ्रिक्शन इज 0. फोर्स ऑफ फ्रिक्शन तिथं नाही आहे. म्हणजेच व्हेइकल इज मूव्हिंग अलॉंग बँक्ड सर्क्युलर रोड निग्लेक्टिंग द फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स. मग फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स निग्लेक्ट करून तुम्ही मोस्ट सेफ्टी स्पीडचं एक्सप्रेशन ऑलरेडी अगोदर मिळालं होतं. मग इथं ह्या म्यूएस ची व्हॅल्यू इक्वेशन 4 मध्ये सबस्टिट्यूट करू. व्हॉट इज द व्हॅल्यू ऑफ म्यूएस हियर? 0. सो टॅन थीटा प्लस 0 and here 1 minus 0 into tan theta, that will be 0. 1 minus 0 1. Sorry. So what will remain? Maximum safety speed equal to Rg tan theta. And this is nothing but the expression you have derived previously by neglecting what? Frictional force. So this is the separate speed on banked circular road as we don't take the help of friction. So in this way, in this lecture, we have derived the expressions for minimum speed limit of vehicle as well as maximum speed limit of vehicle when that vehicle was moving on banked circular road. And during that expressions, you have studied the conditions. When that speed limit will be infinity and when that speed limit equal to safety speed limit. The values will be decided by coefficient of static friction. When this coefficient of static friction equal to cot theta, that means theta greater than equal to 45, maximum safety speed extends up to infinity. And if this coefficient of friction equal to 0, your minimum speed as well as maximum speed becomes equal to most safety speed, which is equal to Rg tan theta. But in this case, you shall assume that there is no frictional force. So with this, we will end our today's session. Thank you.